Hello everyone. In the last lecture we have studied the three types of the titration in the volumetric analysis. Now the last type, it is the precipitation titration. So all the titrations we have studied that requires the indicator to detect the end point, and accordingly we can determine the corresponding concentration of the ions or the compounds. Now in this titration, as the name suggests, precipitation, that means precipitate is formed at the end point of the titration. So it may be colored precipitate or color solution may be formed. So in this type of titration, the two solutions are mixed together, or two ions will get mixed together slowly in the titration process to generate the precipitate, and which is indicated by the addition of the indicator as the colored solid or the color solution may be formed. So simply formation of the precipitate is indicated at the end point. Such type of titration, it is called as the precipitation titration. Now in this type, the basically one reaction is given, or the titration of the silver nitrate to detect the halogens. We know that the silver nitrate solution react with the halogens which are present in the aqueous medium or present in the water. So determination of the precipitate form or silver nitrate, this compound is used to detect the halogens. So this is the test for the determination of the halogens. In this test, the silver solution, silver nitrate solution, it is reacted with the halide ion solutions, so that we are getting the precipitate or the silver halides. So in this case, we are going to consider the chloride ion. So we have taken the silver nitrate. If we react the solution of silver nitrate, if we treat with the sodium chloride, then we are getting the precipitate of the silver chloride at the particular concentration of the ions. Now at this particular concentration, the end point comes of the titration. So at the end point we are getting this precipitate. Now this is the only reaction we can study generally in this type of the titration. Silver chloride, it is formed as the precipitate. Now this type of the titration can be having two types of the end point detection method. First is the Mohr's method and second is the Holhard's method. So these two methods are generally used to detect the end point differently by using the indicator. In this first method, so generally the formation of the color precipitate is obtained. In this method we are getting the colored precipitate, and in this method if we consider the titration of silver nitrate with the sodium chloride, in that case if we are using the chloride solution, sodium chloride solution in the conical flask, in the burette silver nitrate solution is taken. So dropwise addition of the silver nitrate solution to the conical flask, slowly the concentration of the ions goes on increasing, silver ions goes on increasing, and it will react with the chloride ions to get the silver chloride precipitate. Now generally we can use the potassium dichromate or the chromate solutions for this type of titration. In the Mohr's method, the colored precipitate is obtained. So we can see here the dichromate solution or the chromate ion, when it is added as the indicator, it is added as the indicator in the solution in the conical flask, it reacts with the silver ions. So it will form the corresponding, in the silver ion concentration, it is two silver ions or two silver Ag plus ions reacted with this chromate ion. When chromate is added in the conical flask, first it will develop the yellow color. So as we add the solution from the burette, slowly color will get changed, and these silver ions will reacted with these chromate ions. So we are getting the corresponding red colored solid is obtained. So formation of this red color solid, it will indicate the end point of the titration. So this is very simple method, and we can use the potassium dichromate as the indicator. In the second method, we can form the colored solution at the end point. That is, the color solution is obtained. So this is called Holhard's method. So in the Holhard method, different halide ions can be detected by using the silver nitrate solution again, because silver nitrate solution, it is useful to detect all the halide ion present. So chloride, bromide, iodide ions can be detected from this titration. So generally it is the indirect method for the determination of concentration of this precipitate. Now in this method, different types of the adsorption indicators are used. So let us first see which reaction takes place during this titration. Halide ion, that is X minus ion, reacted with the Ag plus silver ion. So AgX is formed. This is the precipitate. So this is the first step of this titration. Precipitate we are getting, but further we are getting the soluble colored compound or soluble colored solution is obtained at the end point. So why we are getting the colored solution? In this case, this AgX form containing excess of the Ag plus ion, in turn this reacted with the thiocyanide molecules and we are getting the silver thiocyanide compound. So end point in this case, it is detected by iron third ferric ammonium sulfate. This compound, this ferric ammonium sulfate, this containing this Fe plus 3 ions. So as soon as these Fe plus 3 ions are produced in the solution, we are getting the end point for this titration. So we are getting the colored solution here. So it is simple method for the detection of the halide ions, which is formed precipitate with the silver nitrate compound. Now different types of the indicators are used. So generally the fluorescein, then bromocresol green, uvocin, rhodamine 6G and methyl violet. So these are the examples of the adsorption indicator. These are called as the adsorption indicator because these will work on the adsorption process. So when precipitate is generated at the end point, before end point, chloride ions will adsorb on that precipitate. So when the precipitate is generated during the titration, so chloride ions will get adsorbed on that precipitate, and after the end point, the silver ions, that is Ag plus ions will get adsorbed or get adsorbed on the AgCl precipitate. So it is shown here. Now in this case, we can see this is the precipitate which is formed during the titration. It is AgCl solid. This is the precipitate molecules. So before the end point of the titration, in this method, this chloride ion get attracted towards this solid compound and this will get adsorbed on this precipitate. So before the end point, the chloride ion concentration is found to be higher, because chloride ion, it is present in the conical flask, it is having the higher concentration, and we are adding the silver nitrate solution from the burette. So in this case, the chloride ion concentration, it is found to be more before the end point than the silver ions. Then after, when the end point arises, or after end point, the silver ion concentration will slightly get increased after end point. So what happen? Excess of the silver ions that will get collected on the surface of this solid precipitate of this AgCl. So this AgCl precipitate already present in the solution, and this excess of Ag plus ions now, because this solution is added from the burette, now Ag plus becomes excess over the chloride minus ion. So after end point, just after end point, we are getting this condition. All the excess of the Ag plus ions will get adsorbed on the surface of this precipitate. So these two methods are very important in the detection of the end point for the precipitation titration. So these are the 4 types of the precipitation titrations we have seen under the volumetric analysis. So this is the end of this chapter, and this chapter it is included in analytical chemistry. The next chapter which is included here, the errors in the data analysis. So we have completed this chapter. In the next lecture we will start the next chapter, it is surface chemistry from the physical chemistry section first. So that's all for today. Thank you.